Welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. My name's Sam.
I'm Liv.
And this is our first episode on The Last Letter.
Mm-hmm.
This is a genre change. I don't think I've read a romance book that's like just romance and not fantasy. Ever.
Okay, so you had texted me this, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, you've read so much. I just, like, that's hard for me to believe.
Well, because I'm usually reading, like, thrillers. Fantasy's obviously
that's what I was going to say. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. Like, thrillers are usually the genre I bridge to when I'm not doing fantasy.
I feel like romance is boring for you.
I like when there's dragons.
Yeah, no, I
like
agree.
when you can telepathically turn each other on.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot more fun to that. And, like, thriller, I haven't read a thriller. So I need to get into that and see what I think of that whole genre.
I'm very much liking it. I also decided that if I'm going to reach my goal on Goodreads, that I have to step up my audiobook game. So this week I listened to Wedding People.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I have that on my intro notes to ask you how that's going.
It's done. I finished it.
You finished it?
I finished it. Not what I was expecting. I thought Wedding People was going to be just like a full-on romance. Not like one like this one where it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to be romance. But no, the main character is going to the hotel to kill herself.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, does it get, like, what did you rate it?
I rated it a 3.5.
Really? Okay, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that the starting was very jarring, and at first I was kind of like, I don't think I'm going to like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot about just, like, finding herself and, like, love kind of happens. There was one point where I was like, if this actually happens, I'm DNFing this book.
Okay.
Like, there was a part where I was like, stop it right now. But it didn't.
Was it smutty?
No.
Okay.
No. And
I was just curious.
Yeah. 3.5. I think that the writing was good. I wasn't crazy about the voice actor.
Okay.
But it wasn't like a making me stop listening to it kind of thing.
Okay.
And then today I started, oh my gosh, The Urge to like not fall in love with your enemy or something.
Is this another romance?
No, this is fantasy.
Okay.
Well, damn, I was going through Libby. All of the popular books have like 14 holds on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm gonna just go out on a limb here. It's the irresistible urge to fall for your enemy. Okay. And it's giving very Helena Farren, the cover is.
Okay. So tell me what the premise is. It looks good.
So it's a healer, and then he's kind of like a paid assassin. They're broken down into like groups. I'm only like 2 hours into it.
Okay.
And they're like rivals.
Okay.
Like
love that. I'm enemies to love it.
Yeah, his group, his faction, whatever it is, nobody really likes them.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're the outcasts.
And his like power has been hurt, and she needs to heal it. But she's like, I'm not doing that for you.
This sounds really good.
It's been okay so far. The readers are British.
Okay.
So
love that.
I'm kind of like, I'm going to become like Peppa Pig.
Yeah, I like the British one. But I also, when I first started listening, it was like, oh no, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's a lot easier because I listen to a lot of books like as background noise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot easier to not listen because sometimes they're saying,
yeah,
like he
yeah,
just
yeah,
said, oh, buggas. And I'm like, what? What am I listening
And so we were talking about Binding 13 as a
Yes.
possible read coming up, and they're Irish.
Oh, I think I could get into Irish.
I think so too.
Especially if I listen.
So I was very curious. I wanted to at least listen to the sample of that one.
I should
just out of
probably
curiosity.
put a hold on that right now on Libby, shouldn't I?
Maybe. I really want to read that one.
But
But I'm glad you brought up our other bookstore books because I do also want to read those. I put it away and, out of sight, out of mind for me. I was like, I would have never remembered that.
I don't even remember the name of what we bought.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to read it. Yeah, very excited to read it.
So Audible, when I first got Audible a few years ago, maybe it was just like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they didn't have you had to use up your credit in 1 month.
What?
Yes.
You have to use your credit every month?
Yes. So
They let you stack them.
I've been like panicking because my mom got me that Audible thing. And so I'm like, oh, like whatever. Before I used to rack up my credits like 5 points or whatever. But yeah, now they're like, you'll lose your point if you don't order a book. So now I've been like nervously like trying to pick a good one.
What a rip.
Because I don't want to spend my money on a book that's going to suck. So I put a lot of research into it before to make sure, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I have, long story short, I have like 3 audiobooks going right now because my Spotify hours ran out and I don't want to buy one that I could get on Spotify. So yeah, I don't know. I started Savage Lands. I don't know if you've heard of that.
We talked about that one, but never got around to it.
Yeah, so I bought that one because it's a longer one. And then I've been reading Blood of My... What is it? Blood of My Enemy or something.
Okay, is that the one that you told me about, the Mulan?
It's like a modern day Mulan,
Okay.
dark mafia.
Yeah.
It was good. Like I gave it 3 stars.
I didn't like the reader.
It's a fun listen one.
Okay.
Like I like that, but it was also like just very interesting.
Okay.
Because she's like a man. And then they're like having sex and I'm like, so is like she still a man right now? Or like I need more context here.
But if they're having sex, so you're saying she dressed up like a man?
Yeah.
And they're having sex.
Yeah.
So it was a hard visual for you kind of thing?
Yeah,
okay.
but so I'm interested in the next book.
Okay, you're gonna have to let me know because I did skip this time because I listened to the sample and did not like what I was hearing.
I know. The voice
the
is
man
hard. But
he talks like this.
I actually like the man. I've listened to him in another Elsie Silver book, and I do like him.
Maybe it was just the one chapter I got, but he was talking like this.
You
and
get
it was
used
very
to it.
monotone.
Yeah. Both readers were tough. And then what else am I reading right now? Oh, I started Still Beating.
So you're reading 4 books right now.
Well, I'm listening to some, so it's
I feel like listening is different. It's kind of like a podcast.
This Still Beating one is very messed up.
Okay.
Like, it's the sister's fiance and this girl, and they get taken, like kidnapped, and they get locked down in this basement together for weeks with this creepy man, and they're forced to do things.
Stop. They're forced?
They're forced to
And it's
do
her
things.
sister's fiance and her.
Yes, and the book is in 3 parts. So part 1 is like all this horrible stuff, and then part 2 is his point of view after they get out, which kind of, you know, whatever. And part 3 is her, I've been eating this book up. I don't know what's wrong with me.
So it's
I'm
good?
almost done with it. I read it in 2 days.
Is it on Audible?
It's on Spotify for free, and then my Spotify hours ran out, and I finished it, like, most of it on Kindle.
I have a confession.
What?
I bought Spotify Topper for the first time.
Oh, join the club, man. I can't.
It rung up and I said, oh my god, you
I
spent
have to finish.
$14.
I have to finish, though. It
Yeah.
does get you 20 hours.
It was 10.
Oh, okay. Well, it does get you 10 hours. It's 10 hours of happiness, Sam.
No, and you're right. And the nice thing is that you get it, they're like good for a year. So I know I'll use them.
Yeah.
But I bring it up and I go, oh, that was a mistake.
Don't look at me. It's buyer's remorse.
Immediately. The email comes through and I said, no.
So anyways, I'll let you know on all my
Scary
books.
ones. Yeah, jeez.
It's not scary. Well, it was scary, but it was also, I don't know.
You were into it.
I was kind of into it, yeah. But anyways, okay, last letter. So
yes.
this is the connection I needed.
Oh, same.
It got me out of my slump.
Same, because after Two Twisted Crowns, I don't think I ever needed to read again.
No. I was so, like, I honestly got sad. I'm like, what if books are never good again?
Seriously.
I know I'm dramatic, but...
No, I felt the same way, because honestly...
I stayed up so late to read, like, 100 pages the first day I started it, because I'm like, okay, like, these characters are actually good, they're interesting,
yes.
We're starting off with strong
100%.
emotions,
And I was, like, don't get me wrong, there are some parts that are cheesy.
Yeah.
But, like, that's romance books.
That's romance books.
But I'm, like, the first 100 pages, I think I cried, like, 5 times.
So... when people said, like, oh, the last letter is sad, the last letter is sad, when I've read sad things or watched sad movies, like, it's sad at the end.
Yes.
She hits us at page 30, and I literally put my book down, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Should we jump in? I feel like we've got notes. Same. I literally was like, oh, the brother's gonna die. Like, yeah, I not surprised. I thought that was coming.
Well, because we know something sad's happening,
Yeah,
right?
we
So,
know that it's
yeah,
a devastating book, so I said brother's gonna die.
yeah.
Not 30-page brother's gonna die.
No, I was unprepared.
30-page brother's gonna die.
So I think that was nice, like, not nice. It was just good. It was good.
Yeah.
Like my heart's feeling things. Like
Yes.
all after this last book with these shallow ass characters, I'm like, good. We're actually getting somewhere.
Elizabeth gets laid to rest, and I said, okay, what's next? This one,
What's
30
next?
pages of brother. I'm like, no.
So chapter 1, we get this letter, and
Yes.
and I have to say, in general, I'm loving the letters at the start of every chapter.
I love a letter. I feel like, and it's so interesting that like we have a 400-page book and there's only 27 letters.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't feel
I
like
thought there was 24.
I think it's at 27.
Okay, either way, there's not that. Like,
Yeah, and I was like, so this is spanning over the entire book.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like cracking up at this. So we find out Ella
is the main character.
is the main character, and she's writing to Chaos
Mm-hmm.
because her brother asked her to.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was just cracking up. She's like, how do I intro myself without sounding like a singles ad?
Mm-hmm.
Like that just cracked me up so good because it's like
It's
like,
funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like how do you go, hi, my brother asked me to write to you because he thought that we would be a good couple. So how's your secret mission going?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It's so good. And so I love that they're scattered out randomly too. Like it
Yes.
doesn't go in order. So it's
Same.
not like letter
It's like
number 1, letter number 2.
17 and then letter 4.
Yeah, so we're like kind
Yes.
of slowly getting this love story
Yeah.
that we didn't really know. Like we're slowly getting it.
We know that like when he shows up he's in love with her. I also like when brother died I thought Chaos died.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so confused.
Mm-hmm.
It took a minute.
Yeah, and so then we get Beckett, which is Chaos,
Yes.
and it's a whole military background.
Mhm.
So it's his best friend's sister,
Yes.
and they're kind of writing back and forth. And Ella just writes like the most sweet, innocent
I know.
letter to him.
It's just so nice. And like talking about like if you didn't get your cookies, my brother then like that's such a brother move.
It is. It's so good. And when he's eating the cookies, because he waits a while to
Yeah.
open the letter, like he kind of blows it off, and he's eating the cookie. I felt like as a reader, we were like let in on this secret.
Yes. And he's on the top bunk and he goes, so good.
Yeah, it's so true. And again, like we're seeing their relationship, and it's just good.
It is.
And when she's saying like in her letter, military guys just don't do it for me. I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Whoop-de-doop.
Because this guy sounds pretty fucking hot.
Yeah. And then he comes
So-
home with his pipes hanging out.
Multiple.
Damn.
Multiple.
3 to be precise. And then I also wrote, if this dog dies, I'm going to be very upset.
Same, because people say, oh, sad book, there's
Yeah.
a dog that it's in the
There's-
first few chapters.
Dog's
Okay, dog's dead.
Dog's dead.
I literally wrote the same thing. I'm like,
Just for me to write that, just to be humbled by the fact that brother and I thought Chaos died, I go, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have been worried about the dog.
yeah. Yeah. So Alice got twins. She had twins when she
Yes.
was 19, 20. She has this bed and breakfast type thing in Colorado.
Yep.
Everyone in her family is dead. She's got
Literally
no
everybody's
parents,
dead.
her grandma, but she has kind of this like found family. She has a friend
Yeah.
and then an older couple that's been at the bed and breakfast forever.
And I guess I assumed that the older couple was the same age as Grandma was what my first thought was, but they're definitely younger.
Yeah, I don't really know specifics, but it's Maisie and Colt and they're 5.
Yes.
And I don't know. We kind of find out that like Beckett is just this very unattached,
Yes.
no commitment of like stereotypical avoidant.
Yeah. Grew up in a very rough situation and hasn't had family since he joined the military, and he's one mission to the next essentially.
Yeah, and he has this dog Havoc that's like the only thing in his life.
Yes.
And
That's
it's
constant.
so
and she
sweet.
only listens to him.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So then he's like not writing to her, whatever, and then all of a sudden this new kid dies, and we learn kind of why he is unattached. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense. He doesn't have family. Like,
And they were talking about how this new guy that joins the team, he's like, he shouldn't be here, but he has some high ranking that like got him in.
Mhm.
And like my thought on that is like, why would you want to do that to someone that you know? It just doesn't seem like a good way to pull strings. Like, it's one thing
To
if-
pull string, yeah, for
It's
real.
one thing to be like, your friend's like, hey, we have an opening in the finance team. Do you want to come join over here? Yeah, I'm using that string. Special ops? No.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I think I need to go to basic first.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so then it's his 28th birthday and he finally writes back because he's kind of just in this like mood to chat now.
Yes, and so he reads the letter and he immediately starts writing back, and then he shoves the note in Ryan's like chest and is like, I want my cookies.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, it's just.
There's like good banter, and I feel like it's setting up so good just to be heartbreaking.
I know, and it's nice too. Like, I'm thinking, okay, military, I get military stereotypical things where the guys are just douchebags.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense against military people because they're not all that way. Like, as described in this book, they're not, but.
They literally talk about Marines eating crayons. Like,
Yeah, so I was happy that it wasn't like throughout this whole
Yes.
thing. And I mean, like, this is getting into the kind of chapter 2, but
Yeah.
anyways, chapter 1 at the end of it, he says thank you for her. Like, he's already a goner for this girl.
yeah, he's already said peace out. Like, I know where I'm needed.
So, like, chapter 2 happens, and I kind of just appreciate that they're so real. I don't know. Like, they're so real with each other in these letters.
Yeah.
So we get another letter and kind of the whatever, and
It's talking about always writing in pen.
yeah.
So whatever comes out has to stay. Like, because Ella talked about in her first note how she regrets writing her first note in pen. Because she's just spewing her soul to
Yeah.
a guy she doesn't even know. And then he asks her the question of what it's like to be the center of somebody's universe.
I know.
And it felt like really like happy in a sense for her, but also like devastating for him that he's never like felt like that. So it's almost like we're already digging into like the traumatic ass past.
Like, I just, like, okay, yeah, there's only 20 some letters. I can see why they are already in love.
Oh,
because they
100%.
ask so, like, what a good question to ask.
They cut
like,
to the chase.
this is literally, it reminds me, it gives me Love is Blind vibes a little bit with the
they're
letters.
in the pods, yeah.
Yeah, like they're really getting to know each other. They haven't really seen each other.
Yes.
And they're just like,
Well,
but this is how you do it. You ask the
100%.
real ass questions.
Yes.
But they're not trying to
They're
like
not
date.
like, what's your favorite color?
And that's the thing is like the whole time they're not trying to date. So they're
No.
literally just building this just soul relationship.
Yeah. And then we learn more about also her property. And that it's been in the family forever and that it's 200 acres. And how she took out like this big loan to renovate a bunch of shit. And she's just going balls to the walls on it.
Yeah, because she doesn't really have anybody else, so it's all
No.
up to her.
It's twins in solitude is her life.
And we get into this real life scenario, and she's at the doctor with Macy,
Oh my-
and her general doc is just sort of dismissing her symptoms.
This actually pissed me off so bad.
She said that just like the Macy's was just in pain all the time, and they've been
Yeah.
doing all these tests, and the doctor's just like, I don't know, we've tried everything, I don't know what to do. Like,
We've taken x-rays, we've done all this, and like the whole time Maisie's like touching her hip.
and she's just like pissed. And I
Yeah.
said, how frustrating.
How frustrating for you to be trying to like advocate for your child, and the doctor that you've gone to since you were a child is like, I think it's just growing pains. And like,
'Cause
you
there's
know your
no
child better
other-
than anybody. Ooh.
So it's frustrating. She kind
Oh.
of goes all mama bear and is like,
Yeah.
well, I guess we're just going to leave then.
You'll never see my son again. That's basically what she did, even though it was her daughter.
Yeah. Maybe
then-
less Karen-y.
She gets home, and is it Ada?
Yeah.
Ada's like, there's mail for you.
Yeah.
And we find out that Solitude got rated in the top 10 resorts for Colorado, which is very big and a huge gamble and like super amazing for them.
Yeah, because we find out in the that she mortgaged like this whole thing
Yes,
off. So this is huge for them to make that income back.
100%.
And then at the end of the chapter, Maisie collapsed from a fever of 104. And I'm like, oh shit.
104 is so high.
Then we jump to chapter 3, and it's Beckett, and we get letter number 6. So this is where they
Yes.
start jumping around.
Yep.
And we talk about more cookies, and just like how she loves her kids so much, and
Yeah.
she's just describing her the different personalities of both her kids.
Yes.
So like, Beckett really sees like everything in her life.
Immediately, yeah.
He knows everything.
Well, we find out that she lost her mom and her dad 2 months apart, which is crazy. And then she talks about Maisie being judgy, and I
know.
loved it. She's like, yeah, if she's not talking to you, it's because she doesn't like you.
Yeah, it's for a reason.
It's for a reason.
And she gets so personal. Like, she's talking about how she still hasn't forgiven her, like, her dad's
Yeah.
dead. She still hasn't forgiven her dad for, like, divorcing her mom for the army, basically. And so then we find out why she hates military.
Yeah, which, I mean, fair.
Or has something against military guys, because they always leave
They
in
always
her
leave.
past.
Which, it's also, like, very relevant. Her dad left.
Yeah.
And then she talks about how her dad broke her mom's heart twice when she divorced him and then when he died. And then her brother did the same thing. So, I mean, she's got
And
got a track record.
Jeff didn't do the military thing, but he walked out when things got
He's
hard.
just
Like,
hot garbage.
oh, God. And then I love when he's responding to her question and says, I'm not the center of their universe, I'm their gravity.
Yes, I wrote that down. I thought that was so good.
What a good description, because she's talking about, like, yes, I'm, like, their gravity, I pulled them, I put them on the right path, like, I'm doing all those things because they're 5.
Yeah.
But she said, I'm also okay with letting go when they start to get older and watching them fly the nest. I'm like,
I know.
I love that.
And then talking about how, like, she hopes when they're ready that someone else can be their gravity.
Yeah.
That they find someone else. And I'm just like, oh.
You're such a
So
good mom. She's
good.
just a very good mom.
Yes.
And Ella, like, this whole time, she doesn't know his real name,
No.
doesn't know his photo. Like, at least he knows her name,
knows
has
what
a
she looks
photo
like,
of
yeah.
her. So it's just very interesting.
Then we get some, like, flashbacks of him with his mom when he was little. And this mother tells him, worthless, you ruin everything. And then he gets, like, these self-doubting moments where he's like, I'm not good for anybody. So he just has, like, nothing. And I mean, honestly, if my mom told me that at 4 too, I probably wouldn't be feeling that
Like,
hot
yeah,
about
man,
myself.
I suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Damn.
Then he's kind of, they're in combat, and he's kind of starts to wonder about Telluride with Ryan. He's talking to Ryan, and Ryan's just, like, so excited to go back to Telluride and whatever, and just saying, like, you don't really value something until you've lost it. Like, because he's kind of wondering, like, what's it like to have a home and, like, have a place, and why'd you leave, and some of that. So he's just like, okay, he wants to see her.
Which, like, I got you don't value something until it's gone, but also, like, I don't know. It's not selfish because the twins aren't your responsibility.
Yeah.
Solitude isn't your responsibility. Ella isn't your responsibility. But also, like, you're just going to run away?
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt very mixed emotions because, again, it's your life. You can do what you want with it. You're not beholden to help take care of everybody. But also, like, shit.
I know. It's kind of like it's his job. I mean.
Yeah. And again, I get it. But also.
I know, it sucks.
Damn.
Because I want someone there for Ella. Because we see her when she's so alone.
So alone.
Yeah. And then he goes off and dies, and she's even more alone.
Like a big butthole.
And then so it's kind of cute because, like, Ryan and Beckett make this plan to go to Colorado after deployment.
They're going in January. And you can tell that Ryan's like, my sister.
And he's so into Ella. Like, Beckett is so into Ella, and I love how, this is where I was trying to say, he's just so truthful about it. Like, he's like, so, like, you like my sister? And he's like, yes. Like, and then he's like, so, do you want to see Telluride or you want to see my sister? And he's like, both, I answered truthfully.
Yeah.
Like, I just love how he doesn't try to play it off.
No.
Like, no, fuck off, man.
Yeah.
Like,
hardy har har.
Like, he's like, yeah, I actually, like, really like her.
Maybe I will stay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so good.
But he does have commitment issues.
100% has commitment.
They're both kind of hot messes.
Oh my goodness. Part of me, like, some of the scenes, I'm like, I'm going to slap you.
I have something for you when we get further into it. Chapter 4 is Ella, and we get letter number 6 back in response. And he's kind of, like, checking in on the kids. And I just think this whole letter thing is just a really cool way to start a love story.
It really is. And I just, like, love the banter. He's talking about how Ryan stole his cookies while he was in the shower.
Yeah.
And they're just, like, such good banter. And, like, the kids are drawing him pictures. And I just...
Like, they're not in a bar and going, wow, she's hot, I'm going to go talk to her, I like her. And then, like, oh, I like her. Like, they're starting off with all this hard stuff.
Yes,
So then we jump into real life again, and they're going to a million doctor visits, all this stuff, and then all of a sudden she has to talk to this oncology doctor. And I
immediately I was like, no.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is a kid cancer book.
Yeah. It's my sister's keeper.
A kid cancer's book?
Who told us to read this?
Yeah. I literally was like, no.
All I'm doing
done.
is picturing my niece, because she's 5.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
And then there's like talk of leukemia, and she's by herself. Like,
yeah, she's quite literally sitting there with
freaking out.
3 doctors,
Oh
and
my
they're
God.
like, yeah, so this is really the only thing that's left. And the moment that she was like touching her hip, I was like, get out of here.
I'm like, I swear. And then like Dr. Hughes, which is like the one good doctor that's really been there for a lot. And she's like, well, is there anyone I can call for you? And she's like, no. It's the middle of the night. There's literally no one I could call.
There was no one. I was on my own. She's 24? Yeah, because the twins are 5 and she had them at 19.
Yeah, I think she's 24 or 25, one of the two.
My current age, by myself, with 2 children, and one of them has cancer?
Aren't you 27?
Oh, fuck, I am.
So 2 years younger than us?
I couldn't do it now! God, I feel like I'm 25. That feels mean to tell me that I'm 27.
Sorry, you're 24.
Thank you.
You're 22. How's the drinking life
22
then?
is too young. I'm 24.
Anyway, so it's just so sad, and we get
it's
so
horrible.
Colt and Maisie are twins, and their relationship is so freaking cute, which makes it 10 times more heartbreaking.
It does, and like them talking about how Colt is Maisie's protector, and they just like finish each other's sentences. They're a yin and yang. I was gonna say stuck together at the hip, but Maisie doesn't have a hip anymore.
Okay, when she says, "Am I sick?"
Yeah.
I just broke my. This
No.
whole book is just basically breaking my heart at this point. And there's just tests and tests. Like, how stressful. They just keep saying, like, it's not leukemia, but there's something there. We just can't find it.
Yeah, so at first I was like, okay, we're not sure what it is. We're moving away from cancer.
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh,
It's like deep breath in, deep breath out. Like, no kid cancer. And then the doctors are like, so we don't know what's going on. And she goes off. She says, you're not sending me home.
I love that. She is like a mama bear, literally.
Yeah, you're not sending me home. There's something wrong with my child. Figure it out. And then, is it Dr. Hughes that is like, there's one more thing.
Yeah,
it's not normal in this age. We find out that she has like, it's neuroblastoma.
Which is like this rare cancer.
Yeah, I looked it up. And they said, this is horrible.
It's literally horrible. So then they head to Denver immediately into this different hospital. And then she realizes that it's Halloween and all these fucking cancer kids are dressed up. And
They're
she's
all
like,
bald.
she's feeling like a horrible mom. 'Cause
Yeah.
she forgot.
I literally am like, of course it's Halloween. Of course. It's 5-year-old's dream. And you didn't bring their costumes. And your baby has cancer. And there's other babies running around that are bald.
Oh my god. And then Ada brings their costumes.
Thank God.
And then it gets sadder because they put on both twins put on their costumes and then they trade the helmet and the angel halo.
Yeah.
And they're just like all trying to be happy.
And they're just like giggling.
And she's feeling like the worst mom, which I totally get. Like, I just can't even. And then it gets even worse.
Because she gets pulled in by the doctors.
The doctor gets, and then they're like, it's very aggressive, trying to, like, ease her into this news. And she's like, just fucking tell me.
Yeah.
What are the chances?
What are the odds?
And it is 90% of her chances are 10% survival of the year.
Of the year, and it's October. It's October.
They find out, like, it's 90% of cancer is, like, in her
It's
bone
the end of
marrow.
October if it's Halloween. So it's November. End of the year. You have 2 months.
I thought she meant, like, a year. Like, 10% of a year.
I think they said of the year.
Oh, my God.
Either way,
it's horrible.
horrible. And then they're, like, running.
I can't even imagine.
No. And they're walking us through this horrible process of her starting chemo and losing her hair. And then Colt shaves his head. And I just...
She literally says, literally this chapter just hit it so hard because in 2 paragraphs she tells us these horrible things, and then, oh yeah, and then Ryan dies.
Yep.
On New Year's Eve.
Yep, Ryan dies, and I literally wrote, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm thinking Chaos is also dead because she mentions in that chapter Chaos stops writing her.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's dead, Chaos is dead, Maisie has cancer, she cheaped out on their insurance plan that year, so it's costing an arm and a leg.
It's just everything's bad. And then, yeah, right, she's like, I had to watch my baby, all of her hair fall out the day before her 6th birthday.
Yep.
See, so this brings it to New Year's Eve is when Ryan dies.
Yeah.
And then it's 4 months later. So that's why I think it's 10% chance of the year.
Which maybe that's what it is.
Because otherwise she's defying odds by a big lot, like, already. But still, then that's 4 months,
No,
4,
you're
5,
right.
6, 7 months.
Mhm.
So this is like she's been fighting it for 7
So maybe
months.
you're right. Maybe it is the 10 years then. The 10 years. The year. 10% of a year.
Can you imagine, like...
No.
It's horrible.
I don't even like when my baby trips over his own feet. And no, I cannot imagine cancer.
So then it just gets worse, guys.
It just gets worse.
So 4 months later...
I literally, guys, after this chapter, though, I texted Liv and I said, no, you can take this book back. I'm not reading it. Because we're on page 30 and I've cried like 4 times already.
I literally got to I'm like, page 30. I texted her back because I'm like, I was so distraught. And I'm like, how the fuck is this happening after this many pages?
You know what? For this next half of the book, every time I cry, I'm putting a tally on top of the
You
pages.
should.
And we're just going to keep count. The first half was probably 50.
But at least, like, I'm feeling something. I was,
Oh,
like,
100%.
connected to them. I get it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's horrible, and I'm loving the characters, but...
so then 4 months later,
Yes.
we get to Beckett,
Yep.
and he gets the last letter from Ryan.
Yes, and Ryan is basically begging him to go back to Telluride.
Mm-hmm.
And is like, you need to help Ella. Like, my baby niece has cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And in the letter, he's like, if you're reading this, I'm dead.
And, like, stop beating yourself up.
Yes.
Like, I know you're gonna feel guilty. It's not your
Mhm.
fault. You're worthy. And I love when he says, like, you're worthy of
Yes.
love, family, and a home.
Oh, you're right. There is 24
Because
letters.
he just knows.
He does know that he's a self-sabotager.
So then he heads to Colorado.
Yes.
And he thinks he's done something beyond redemption. So he's living with this guilt of something. And we're
Yes.
assuming it's something over his death.
100%.
And that's why he stopped writing. But we don't really get any more backstory
Yes, we
on
just
that.
get that, basically, and like they keep building on that, and it's just he just feels like he doesn't deserve.
Mm-hmm. And I just love the description here when he's getting there. He's like talking about the mountains and the cabins,
Yeah.
and they paint the picture very well.
They do, yes, and just describing this gorgeous setup.
Mm-hmm. Then he kind of gets there and he meets Haley and Larry and Ada and
He's like standing outside the front door, basically like hemming and hawing about going in, and Larry's like, well, what are you gonna do? Just stand there? That's how I picture him talking to, because he's an old man.
I picture literally your grandpa.
He's about 20 years senior of Larry.
I picture them way older.
And my grandpa would be like hobbling. I'm like, get your ass up there.
I gotta go get food.
Give me my toast. My eggs Benedict. Love you, Manny.
Okay. So then he pays for 7 months stay.
Yeah.
And they're all like trying to get more info out of him, and he's like, nah.
Also, he's really hot, and Haley's like, yeah. Hi.
That's fair.
Yes.
But
They
also-
called him a Chris Pratt look-alike.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't think Chris Pratt's that attractive.
No, he called Ryan that.
Oh, Ryan was the Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
I thought that he was the Chris Pratt
I
look-alike.
don't think so. Maybe we can go back, but I took that as he made that.
I don't know. I'm picturing him a lot sexier than Chris Pratt, so...
Oh, yeah. The way they describe him doesn't sound like him to me.
Either way, we're deciding that he doesn't look like Chris Pratt.
He just is hot.
He's just hot.
Anyway, so then she kind of gets worried because they're like weird about the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well,
Edda
where habit
is.
goes, I go.
Yeah. And he didn't even think about it. And Edda is like, well, is she gonna bite somebody? Which, like, fair, honestly.
Then he gets to his cabin and Ella enters, and it's just weird
Oh.
because he knows,
He knows her, but she doesn't know him.
and he's like, what the fuck do I say?
Yeah.
Like, I love when he's running through these fake scenarios. That felt so weird when he's like, I'm sorry I ghosted you. Like, I'm sorry your brother died and not me. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to you?
I'm here to help, even though you don't really know me.
Yeah.
Like, a million different things. When he's running through that monologue, I was just like, this is so real.
It is. It was so real.
When you show up somewhere and you're socially awkward, and you're like, well, how do I even say hi?
Yeah. So then they're kind of like having small talk, and then they sort of stumble upon the whatever, and he basically says, like, my best friend died, and, like,
Yes.
I was special ops. Ryan sent me.
He basically lets it all out. And, like, I was confused about why he was lying about who he was. That don't really make sense to me. It still doesn't really make sense to me. Especially when he's like, she'll never forgive me. I'm like, okay, well, then maybe we should stop lying.
And her thing is, like, she hates liars.
Yes.
And so I'm like, Rebecca Yarros, do you have just a thing for miscommunication trope? Because
Honestly,
did you think of that?
I didn't think of that, but you're so on the nose.
Because all of a sudden I'm like, I literally forgot that she wrote this for a minute.
I
and
did
then
too, yeah.
When it got to the scene, I'm like, this is very, like, miscommunication. This feels like...
Maybe she does. Maybe we'll have to read another one of her, like, romancy books and see.
So would you call... And that was my question. Would you call this miscommunication?
I wouldn't call this miscommunication because he knows what he's doing. Miscommunication, I feel like, is like, I thought we talked about this. The lines I drew, I guess, weren't the same lines you were looking at. Miscommunication is actually miscommunication, where this is straight up like he knows he's lying.
But he's not really lying. Like, he's lying by omission. So it's like this weird... That's where I feel like the miscommunication is.
This feels more miscommunication to me than Fourth Wing does, because Fourth Wing, Zayden was always like, I literally can't tell you because your Jagov friend will find out. So...
And that's why I feel like that's like, he does know, but he's not really lying, and it's just miscommunication-y to me.
I know, but I'm like, we know this girl. She's not gonna like it either way. Why are we doing this?
So my thing, I'm feeling the same way a little bit too. Like, okay, like, I'm kind of, you're losing me on the, like, why are you lying? But then I think, obviously something traumatic happened, and he doesn't want to, like, blow his mission.
Yes.
From Ryan, because that's his biggest thing right now.
This is his, like, last mission
needs
from
to help
Ryan. Yes.
her. And so I think he's worried that he's gonna blow it by...
And he also has so much baggage.
So then that makes sense to me.
Yes. And, like, a little
But
early
I'm
in the
with
chapter,
you.
they, like, outline his baggage about showing up at yet another house, hoping this one wouldn't find a reason to make him somebody else's problem. So he's continuously been handed off his whole life. So he thinks that anything he does that's, like, slightly wrong or slightly, like, he
Then
didn't
he's
make the
done.
right choice,
That's
that he's
true.
not worthy.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that that's what it's going to, but then he talks
He doesn't
about
want to,
how...
like, fuck it up before it starts.
But then he talks about how Havoc isn't the child killer in the room, he is. And I was like, back it up. What are we talking about?
I'm guessing there was some sort of, like, bomb that killed a,
That-
like, village or
Or,
something.
I know that, like, some snipers have to. Don't know, they don't describe what he does exactly, but yeah. So I'm not excited for that when we get to that point.
So then that's where I start to be kind of like, okay, like, I get it.
No, and I'm not saying that I don't get it. It's more of the farther we get into this book, I'm like, stop.
I know, say something.
Please.
Say something.
Please. I'm scared.
And then she immediately tries to send him away.
Oh, she's like, I don't need help. I'm capable of standing on my own 2 fucking feet.
Which Ryan warns her of all this happening.
Oh, Ryan basically just tells Beckett, yeah, she's not going to want you there at all.
Yeah, and then she asks about Chaos and how he died.
Yeah.
And so he says, this is when, because he doesn't lie about anything until this, where and he doesn't actually lie. She just said, was he there when he died?
And he says,
He was there.
Yeah.
So,
he
like,
never
yes,
lies about not being chaos, but he's never telling the truth.
he's not upfront about it.
Yeah.
So it's just this weird.
And I feel like that's what he's going to try and, like, do later on in the book and be like, I never said he was dead. I never said he wasn't me. And that shit's going to piss me off.
I don't think he's going to do that because I feel like he's so mature about his conversations.
I just, like,
That I
I'm
would be
worried
really
that that's what he's going to fall back on.
I would be disappointed if that happened.
Okay. We're hoping that that is not the case.
Anyway, so then chapter 6, we get to Ella, and then we get a later letter. A letter
at the end of
17.
chapter 5, he admits that he's completely and utterly in love with her.
And at this point, I'm like, I need more letters then.
Yeah.
Because you, like, love her. And
Already. Yeah.
You just met her in person.
You just saw her for the first time, and you're like, yeah, she's got everything. I'm done for.
And then the more we see these letters, like, the more it clicks
makes
into
sense.
place.
100%.
So then letter 17 is asking about chemo and asking about Christmas and all these things and whatever. And then Haley said he's one giant bite of man king.
Oh,
she's like, are you going to get after that or what?
She said, so you or me? Mm-hmm. Who's running down to that cabin to put on the French maid dress and clean the cabin for him?
And Ada is into him also.
Oh, she was cracking me up.
And I think it's really sweet that Ella has somebody to tell everything to.
Yes.
Like, she tells everything to Ada.
Like, she's not alone. Ada is basically her mom, or another branch of her mom, because she had a mom, she had a grandma, and now she has Etta. And I agree with you. It's very nice. And I also can appreciate, like, a female friend where there's not really any competition, and it's just, like, wholeheartedly, like, being there for each other, even though they're at very different stages of their life.
Yeah. Yes. She's just kind of like hoping he moves on quickly. She's obviously affected by all these past traumas.
Yes.
And she's just still obsessed with chaos. Like, for good reason. They
Yeah.
fell in love with each other.
The letters, yeah, I would have fallen in love too.
And so then she goes outside, and this is where I love romance books, because I eat these kinds of scenes up when she, like, trips down the stairs and his massive arms catch her.
His massive pipes.
I will read that shit all day long. I don't care how cheesy it is. I love it.
And then she gets all nervous and, like, stammering because she's running to go to one of Maisie's appointments, and she falls down the stairs and almost chucks her phone and the big binder, and he catches her and he's like, whoa
there. I love it. Nobody ever catches me and says, whoa there, Colton.
I literally would have been like, hi. Twirling my hair.
You want to take our pants off now or later?
I drive an SUV. The back's big enough.
Yeah, she has a Tahoe. I have one of those too.
She's got a Tahoe to be a hoe in. Please.
And then she's like, I think it's funny because then she like gets all mad and like speeds off, and then she like stops and she's like, okay, I can't be a total bitch to him. So then she kind of says thank you.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a peace offering. And you really just see her character. Like, she's going through so much, but she really just like tries her best.
I agree. It's like I feel like it's so real of you being like, I don't need help when you're struggling. But then someone does something nice to you and you're a butthole about it. You go, okay.
Yeah.
Need to take a deep breath.
Yes.
Check myself.
Like, she feels very, she's not like damsel-y.
No. But she's also not, I'm going to do what I need and I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
Which, again, I can appreciate it, especially when it's not in a fantasy setting. Like, in real life, it's like, okay, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. And then she gets to the school, and the principal's being an idiot and wants to have a talk about Maisie's attendance. And she's like, yeah, sure, right after we finish chemo and our appointment, because she's leaving for all these appointments. Like, she's like, sorry, my kid's fighting for their fucking life. I don't care about your kindergarten agenda.
And a kindergarten. Don't get me wrong, I think that it's important, but, you know, if my baby's got cancer, I don't give a shit about his attendance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet Colt sitting on the bench with her and being like, I'm coming with.
I know.
And then when he starts walking away and she's talking about how bad his, like, backpack is, and how beaten up is, and I just, like, the whole time, throughout this entire book, when she's talking about how she feels so bad about, like, leaving Colt on the sideline, also breaking my heart, because I'm like, as a parent and being alone, How are you supposed to do that?
No, it's horrible. It's only, then like I couldn't stop reading it because it was so horrible. It just kept getting worse and
I couldn't
worse.
stop reading it because it was so horrible, but horrible in a good way, not our
But then I
usual
do feel like
horrible.
Rebecca Yarros does a good job of like putting in a little comedic relief when we
Yes.
need it and like making you feel, but like also having another relationship develop where it didn't
Oh.
feel unauthentic. Like it didn't
I
feel
agree.
like Cancer's over here and Ella and Beckett are over here. Like it
No,
was
it's
very,
very
well
meshed.
done, I felt like.
I 100% agree with you. It didn't feel like mom was running away from all of her worries.
Yes, like it just blended very
Yeah.
well. I don't know.
I
So
100% agree with you.
and then we find out at the end of the chapter that the chemo has shrunk the tumor enough to operate on
Yes,
her. So
and
they're
it's
gonna.
time for surgery.
It's so stressful.
Yes, it is.
Gosh.
Then we jump to Beckett.
Yes. Letter number 7 is the Cancer letter when she
Yes.
like says what's going on, and there's just so many real emotions and thoughts laid out, and I really get the love. Like
100%. And her, like,
she's just so real with him.
yeah, and then her saying, I've never felt so alone,
Mm-hmm.
which, like, it's so isolating because you don't even have a spouse to turn to.
And so I'm so glad that she does have these letters. I
Yes.
mean, she talks about in the first like chapter, whatever, that was like the best part of her day.
Yeah.
Is going to the mail and getting these letters.
Yes.
And I think that's another reason, like now thinking about it, why Beckett's just so like he knows he like hurt her by not giving her those letters back.
100%.
Like how do you even explain that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I still am a piece of shit. Like literally.
Sorry I stopped writing to you because I felt guilty, but I'm here now. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess like now thinking about it,
like
makes
I
sense.
understand why with the characters he's lying, but I'm also like I just want this to be mushy gushy and for you guys to just be happy.
We just know this ain't gonna end well.
Why can't the
So it's
only
hard to
sad
watch
thing in
it.
this if we're gonna have a book about child cancer, I don't need any more
And
sad.
if you add the dog onto the list,
Rebecca Yarros. I can't even say I'm not gonna read Fourth Wing.
I know. We don't even have a futile attempt.
We love you, okay?
So then he meets Colt,
Oh,
and Colt's
my-
all dog crazy. So he's kind of like suspicious, but also wants to like be with the dog.
He rode his 4-wheeler over there and he's kind of like hovering over the fence.
Yes.
And
he's
I
like,
just-
so what you got there?
Yeah, he's like, are you crazy?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
And also, when Beckett's like, I immediately saw Ryan.
Oh my god, and then when he's saying like, oh, he's a soldier like my uncle and all these things. And
Yes.
oh my gosh, I keep thinking about that perspective of him too. Like, can you imagine like your best friend's dead, and then you're meeting like his whole family.
Oh, yeah, and they have no idea who you are. And Colt is asking him all these crazy ass questions.
Yeah.
Like, this is the comedic relief. He's like, you're staying here for 7 months? Nobody's ever done that before. There's no way that you're in your right mind. And then he's like, do you have a job? What do you do?
Yeah, just making him feel like crap. And I love at the end of the chapter where he's like, all right, Havoc, we better go get a real job.
Yes, he's going to take away my adult card.
Yeah, so I think that's cute.
But then, I was cracking up at this. Ella comes ripping down the road in her Tahoe. And Colt looks at him and goes, crap, she found me. And he said, that's such a little boy thing to say. Crap, she found me.
It was so funny. And then he says, she's just like bitching him
Yeah.
out and just giving him, and he's like, I was almost glad I didn't really have a real mom, because that look was the stuff of horror movies.
And then she's like standing right in front of him, and she goes, when she makes Colt get in the car, she says, thank him for not being a kidnapper psycho.
Yeah.
Like, and that just also is
She's
so...
just funny.
Uh,
And then he's like, oh, she's so beautiful and angry.
yeah. And then
I
Colt's
do
sitting
not
in the
be
back of the
angry.
car, and she's going to load the quad, and he goes, don't worry, I'll do it.
Oh, and then his arms come out.
His big old pipes. He picks up it, and like she's standing there like mouth open. I also would have been. Her pants button popped open when he picked up the quad.
Yeah, literally. And then they have this conversation about, he's constantly remembering things about her life from the letters. Like,
Yes.
I like all the tiebacks. When she says, like, I'm very protective of my kids, and then he's seeing all these things and putting the puzzle pieces together. I really liked that.
Yeah.
And then they have this conversation about how it's not fair that Beckett knows everything about her, and she knows nothing
yeah.
about him. And he's so like, yeah, you're completely, just validates all
Yeah.
her feelings.
Yeah.
He says, I'm sorry, like, that sucks that your privacy was violated. Like, I'll tell you everything that I can.
Yeah, I'll answer your questions with what I can,
And I was
kind
like,
of
oh,
thing.
I love a man that just is a
Love
man.
a validating man. And then a man that immediately goes and gets a job, too. Because a 5-year-old told him to.
Yeah, and they kind of got this like teasing,
Yes.
flirting going on. It's nice. I'm here for it. It's obvious that she's strung out and she's got her guard up, but I like these moments where she kind of smiles and lets go a little bit with her
Yes.
or with him. And then when he says like I read up on neuroblastoma a lot.
Yeah. And he's basically just telling her, like, there's nothing to hide. I know what we're working with over here.
Yeah, and then he goes to find a job after all the harassment.
So his card doesn't get taken, his grown-up card.
Yeah. And I really liked in this chapter too where she immediately kind of just sees the worst of him and just thought that he would immediately tell Colt like, yeah, I'm Uncle Ryan's friend and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. Like,
No.
he's so respectful with her and her kids.
100%.
He never steps over boundaries at all.
Yeah.
Without her even laying them.
The moment she gets to it, she's like, I'm sure he told you that he knew Uncle Ryan. And Colt is like,
what?
You knew my uncle?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I didn't do that.
Yeah, and so it's like nice that he's just so respectful. It's just nice. Because he easily could have been like, I'm a friend of Uncle
100,
Ryan.
trying to get in his good graces while Mom's not around.
Yeah.
And I also really appreciate the fact, too, of her also being real, being like, okay, that was douchey of me to assume that you would do that. So, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Chapter 8 is Ella, and we get letter number 9, and this is the You Are Enough letter.
Ugh, I know.
It's like the response to the cancer letter, and he responds to everything so perfectly. I mean, how do you respond to like, yeah, my kid has cancer, to this random ass girl?
I wouldn't know. I would not know.
Like, sorry, that sucks ass.
I literally would have just written a singular note that said, I'm so sorry, and there just would have been teardrops all over it.
It's just crinkled.
It's crinkled. They'd open it up, and it looked like it fell in a puddle.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And
then they're just like talking about all this stuff, and she's talking about how much financial debt she's going into this. And then she says this thing where she's talking to Etta, and she's like admitting all this stuff. And she says, you can't over-drown a person. Like, she's talking about how she's drowning, so why keep it all bottled up? Because I'm already drowning. If you add more on, it's not going to make it worse. And then this also, Etta, I love you, girl, basically telling her to go get laid.
Yeah. She's like, okay, you have a hot man just a cabin away.
Yeah.
Go on and get.
Basically, go on and get what's good.
Yeah, because she's like super financially strained. She's broke.
Yeah.
Like, she's just struggling, and she wants to just stop by to read this letter because she never actually read the letter from her brother, and she wants or whatever. And then she goes to the cabin, and he opens the door, and he's just smoking hot without a shirt on. And this is again where I love romance because these scenes, I'm like, can you imagine if that happened?
No,
in real life?
I could not.
I don't even know.
Holy shit, he was shirtless? No, I cannot imagine. Love you, Sam.
Oh no! And then and then this other thing too is he gave her like the "You Are Enough" sign, and then that's up in her office.
Yeah,
it's so sweet. And then she's reading this letter, and when he says, "I'm sorry, I'm here," and he's not.
Yeah, and like the first time she's reading it, she says, "I'm savoring the last time I would hear from my brother."
And he's just basically like, I'm going to prove to you that I'm not temporary.
That you can trust me. Like, I am here because I was asked to be, and this is important.
Yeah, and this is your proof. Like, he literally asked me, I'm not just here to, like, fuck around.
Yeah.
And then we get to chapter 9, and it's Beckett again, and we get letter 11 of when she's missing a lot of Colt's stuff now because of Macy.
Yes, and that she, like, doesn't know how to divide her time and what to do, but, like, she quite literally can't not be at Maisie's appointments. You can't send Etta or Haley to go take care of that stuff. So Colt's just getting, like, left behind.
And these people are like her friends and not like her family. Not that it makes a difference, but I can see her point of view where it's hard. Like, you're asking these same, like, literally two people over and
To
over
do
again.
everything that you need.
That would be hard after a long time.
And I'm also kind of thinking too, as like if my child was sick and and it was Sam and I wouldn't ask my mom to go to my child's appointments, like my child's cancer appointments. Like I want to be there.
Yeah.
Or I want my spouse to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm not gonna ask my friend to go to these things.
Yeah.
So it's just.
It's just hard,
Yes.
yeah. And then, so Captain Donahue shows up, and he
Ugh.
basically is trying to talk him into staying with them, because he's like, you're
Staying
so
with the
good at what
military,
you
yeah.
do, like,
And Havoc.
yeah, like, you're really good,
Yeah.
and we really want you to stay.
That like we're your family.
Yeah.
Like he said, when you're done with his mission, come home.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're done with Ryan's mission, like come home to us.
And he kind of gives them a deal. He's like, don't sign the papers, we'll give you like a 5-year extension or whatever.
Yeah, basically putting him on like medical leave.
Yeah.
And he gets all like defensive about medical leave. And he's like, you haven't taken a break in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need medical leave either way.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole goal is that he's going to just go and sign his, what is it, leave papers? Terminal leave?
Yeah.
And be done with it.
Mm-hmm. And so he's gonna go do that, and then all of a sudden he finds out that Ella needs her binder that she forgot. And
Yes.
he's like gonna play hero and go
Deliver it.
He leaves Havoc with Colt, so Colt's all happy.
Honestly, that scene was so good though too. He's like, when Etta's like, well, you can't bring the dog, and Colt's like, you know, he's lurking around the corner listening, and he goes, I'll take care of him. Yeah, she can stay with me.
It's so cute.
It is.
And then when she said something about, what does Ada say about the dog? She says something like, she looks so cute or whatever, she would never know that she could rip your face off.
Yes.
And then he says she's like any other woman in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fair.
And this is the first time that he's left Havoc
Yes.
since like being discharged.
Yes.
So since Ryan died.
Yeah.
So it's a very big deal on that front too.
Yeah, and even then, like, he didn't really ever leave her. So it's pretty crazy. And then chapter 10 is Beckett again, and then we get letter number 2.
Yes. This is where they talk about the always writing in pen.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I just...
Talking about, like, their, like, the ex chat.
Yes.
They're talking about very deep combos, like, what's the scariest choice you've ever made?
Yes.
And this is where we find out that she's mortgaged the
the
B&B
property.
to make it work, and just
And
a
also,
lot.
like, them just being real, too, talking about how I'd rather be great for a few than mediocre for a bunch.
Yeah.
Talking about how she really just wants close people, and she's not trying to, like, please everybody, because she lives in this small town that has been gossiping about her since she was 19.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, it's so good.
Yeah. And then they assume he's the dad at the hospital, and he just goes with it to get... They both just kind of go.
Well, he
with
was just
it.
about to correct them and be like, no. And then Ella comes in, is like, you can come back with me, give him a wristband, give me that binder, like, wrap it up.
Yeah. Then he gets to finally meet Maisie, and
Yes.
she's so sad. She's like all nervous about her surgery, and he ends up staying.
Because it's like 11 p.m. and she's like, I'm not tired.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, Mama, I'm nervous.
I know. I just love how he is with the kids. Like,
I
again, he just is
know.
so perfect with them. He doesn't overstep. Like,
No.
And he's just saying, like, it just sucks to feel so powerless. Like, I feel he just understands her so much. And when they were talking about the twins being two halves of a whole, and they just, like you said, have their own little language, and the fucking teddy bears. They have these two stupid teddy bears that, like, are each other to them.
Yeah, like, Colt's is pink and hers is blue.
When they have to be separated.
Like, when she left for the first time without Colt, he gave her his teddy bear.
Oh my gosh, it's just...
Mama, where's Colt? And she's talking about a bear? He was so unwell, it's not even funny. And then Maisie wants him to stay the night, and you can tell that Elle's like, okay, not into this. And he goes over to Maisie, he's like, you gotta give me a really good reason.
I know.
And then she goes, I don't want her to be alone.
Oh God, I know. Stupid.
If you could rip my heart out a little faster, that would be great, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I need this to be done. This is an agonizing, slow pull, and I'm not into it.
It's just horrible. And then, so they're spending all this time, like, while she's in surgery. He's basically trying to distract her, and they're getting to know each other. And we find out about, like, all the foster homes, and they're playing games together and all this stuff. And then they're talking about kind of just this, like, grief. And
Yeah.
I didn't write it down, but do you remember the snow globe comment? Like, when
Yes.
she says, like, it's like, grief is like a snow globe. Like, you feel like everything gets picked up and shaken, and then the pieces fall, and it's just never the same place.
They're
like, where
never.
it was.
They're all there, but they're not in
And
where
I
I need
just
them to be.
loved that description.
It is so real. Like, grief is like such a weird feeling, and I feel like that 100% describes it because everything's still exactly the same, but feels like everything feels different.
Yeah. And it's just cool that they're just, again, like, they just know each other. Like, they are connecting on, like, such a deep level.
I know.
And then when he's just, like, trying to hold her together because she's just been so alone, and he sees how she's used to just being alone and handling it all, and he's like, I'm here now, and I can make a difference, and I'm just so happy he's there for her.
I know. Well, can you imagine? Because she's... So, is this the surgery chapter, or is that next?
No, yeah, this is the one.
Okay. So, the surgery's 11 hours long. Can you imagine sitting there by yourself while your child is in surgery? How would you be able to do anything if someone wasn't there to distract you? And when Maisie gets taken off into surgery, she's holding Colt Bear and just, like, pressed up against a wall. Oh.
And he's, like, hugging her, and she's like, I forgot what it feels like. And he's like, what, being hugged? And she's like, no, being held together.
Yeah, like, you're 24.
Like, you guys just need to be together because...
Can we move on? I need a sex chapter right now.
You're hot. You're both hot. Just...
There's too much baby cancer, and I'm scared.
You need to just be together. Anyway, she makes it out,
Yes.
and all is well.
They got all of the tumor, which is huge.
So we get chapter 11, we're back to Ella, and then we get letter 21. And
Yes.
so we find out that she must have gotten asked on a date, and he's
Yes.
like, he's so just like, again, just, he's
Yeah.
like, you should go. Like, he's hyping her up, like, you're not
Yeah, he's seen her a hype
undateable.
woman. Get it, girl.
He's like, I'm half in love with you already, and I haven't even laid eyes on you.
Yes.
And he's like, you just deserve to be happy.
And then he, like, asks her out. He's like, or if you want to wait to go out on a date
in
in January. And I was like, I'm loving it, even though I know.
And then just, like, something changed that day, like, that they were in the hospital
Yes.
together. Now they're, like something's there for
They're
them,
definitely,
too.
like, flirty, but now they're on, like, a friend level where they're talking about things. So I would agree that it's like, we've stepped up a level now. She's
They
starting
definitely
to
have
accept some help.
They have the hots for each other
Well,
now.
how can you not?
Because he's, like, doing whatever. And then Haley's trying to get them to go on this double date. And
Yeah.
she kind of gets, like, another real emotion where she gets jealous of Haley for a minute.
Yes.
Like, because Haley doesn't have kids. Like, Haley's super hot. She's single. Like,
Do whatever she wants. She has no responsibilities outside of just making sure she feeds and waters herself.
like I totally get her feelings
Yeah.
there. Where she's like, she doesn't have a kid with cancer. Like, I
No.
come with immense baggage.
Why
Why
it's
would
not
this
even
man want me?
It's not even I had a kid at 19 and my baby daddy left me. I had twins at 19, my baby daddy left me, and now one of my kids has cancer. Like, it's not even like,
And my brother just died, so
Yeah.
I'm in very much grief. Like,
I have no family left.
yeah, it's just, I totally get it.
Yeah.
And then the principal meeting is trying to fucking hold Maisie back.
Oh, this pissed me off so bad, especially when the teacher was like, she's
It's
fine.
fine.
She is doing well enough. I'm not worried about her. Because the principal and then I think it's like the superintendent are like, she's not meeting her school day requirements. It's kindergarten. And if the teacher says that she's fine, she's fine.
And I love when Ella claps back and she's like, what, they fucking learned what a giraffe was or whatever. She doesn't say that, but it was something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure we can handle it. Like, I can't separate my kids.
No,
And that's what she's thinking of.
Yeah.
She's a twin. Like, it's not just holding her back.
No.
Now they're, like, going to be separated.
Maisie's going to watch Colt be where she was supposed to be, and then all she's going to think about is, I was sick and I had cancer and I got held back and I don't get to be where my twin is. Fuck that. And then the teacher, and that's all, when the teacher was like, she's good, and they're not listening, ooh. But now they're going to do a homeschool kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
to keep her
Mm-hmm.
up and at 'em so she just doesn't get held back.
And then the PTA moms
Oh!
got the fucking hots.
This actually pissed me off so bad.
And
So
okay, go.
she decides to stay to have lunch with Colt.
Yeah.
So
with
then she
Cole.
walks down there, and all of these fucking moms, and she said that this is the first time she's ever felt disheveled, because they're all in like little knit sweaters and cute pants and nice shoes, and she's like, I'm wearing Vans, dirty jeans, and a sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just literally raw dogging my life right now.
don't remember the last time I brushed my hair.
Mm-hmm. And so then they're all like hitting on Beckett, this one lady is, and she's married.
She's married. This pissed me off so bad. I literally said, "You" to Maggie.
Yeah.
She's so pick me. She's so gross.
Mm-hmm. And Beckett is so cold to her. It's literally
so
the best thing ever. And this is the first time when she realizes, like, holy crap, like, I've never seen this
Yeah,
side
I've
of
never
him.
seen him act like this.
And she's like, oh, so now I understand what, like, Haley and everybody's been talking
Yeah.
about, where he says these one-word things, and he's kind of
Yes.
a douchebag, or not a douchebag, but he's just cold and closed off.
Yeah, he's stoic, is
So
how they
she's
describe
like-
him. And also, like, the reason that Beckett's there, he came to bring havoc for show and tell for Colt.
Again, what's the problem here, Ella? What's the problem here?
Take him into the school bathroom. I need it.
Yeah, and then so then Beckett agrees to help with soccer because
Yes.
Maggie.
Ugh, Maggie comes up and is like, also, the first thing that Maggie says when she sees her is like, I've been reading up on holistic things.
Oh!
If she just drinks like kava root and water, it should heal it. I was like,
And she gets the cancer wrong. Like, she doesn't
Yeah.
even say the right thing. And it's just like, I totally get that. Like, when Ella's saying, like, yeah, I've learned to just say, oh, yeah, I'll
Yep.
try that and move on. Because, like,
yeah, because she's like, I've read a lot that this helps with leukemia. And she's like, she has neuroblastoma. And then Maggie brushes it off like such a bitch. Oh, I get confused with all those cancers.
oh, yeah, she's horrible.
What?
Horrible.
Yeah, but then Maggie's all pissed because Beckett 100% blew her off. And then she comes and like shoves a soccer flyer in their face in front of Colt, which is also
I love when Ella's like, oh, so how's your husband?
Yes.
Or whatever, too. It was just so good.
and like Maggie is like getting in between them. And I was like, you're married.
It's so awkward.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, and then yes, Beckett agrees to do soccer for Colt, which love.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 12, then Beckett is letter 18. And they're discussing, like, Jeff's parents and how she asked him to help with, like, the insurance and all this stuff.
And they kicked her out. They said, that's not my problem.
Yeah, and she has all this internal mom guilt even about being like, well, like, I don't want to keep her Macy away from like that either if she wants to choose to eventually go do that. But now I keep thinking like, what if she never even gets that chance?
Yeah.
And again, like she's just such a good mom.
And that's so real too, of being like, I'm not going to force them right now to spend time with them, but if you want to seek that out when you're an adult,
Yeah.
like that's of your own free will,
Yeah.
and like maybe by then people will have grown. But then to be thinking, what if my
She
daughter
never
did want to
does-
know her dad
yeah.
and she's not going to get the chance?
Yeah, like it's just such a very selfless thought.
Yes.
After we learn how
100%
horrible they've been. So I don't know. And then he's all like dad soccer mode. He's just such a good father figure.
Yes,
He
and
really is.
This also cracked me up. They were talking about how there was kindergarten graduation coming up.
Oh yeah.
And Becca goes, whatever the hell that meant.
Yeah, which is so fair. Like, what is that?
What do you mean, kindergarten? I just got the flyer from my niece's kindergarten graduation. Actually, my sister-in-law said in the group chat, was like, whoever who wants to come. It's at 8 a.m. on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sorry, my love, I won't be there.
Yeah. Maybe at your senior one, I'll try to make it.
Oh.
And then Maisie like is insisting on going to the soccer game, but
Yes.
she's super tired, and so he's like, whatever, carrying her around.
No.
And all this tension between Ella and Beckett is just teasing, flirting,
Oh,
like
it's so good. And I love how they describe Maisie's little outfit She's wearing like a jumpsuit and like this bright pink sun hat. It's just so cute.
I know. And then when he lost, so they lost the game. And then he's kind of talking about like how you handle the losses and all this stuff. Like just being a very good father figure.
Yes, and at the front of it though, before he runs to go to the game, this reminded me of my nephew so much. Beckett was like, "All right, let's do our pep talk. What do you say?"
The feast
And he
up
goes,
there.
"Play my position. Show no fear." And then we drink the souls of our enemies.
Yes.
And Ella looks at Beckett and goes, "The souls of our enemies?"
Yeah, that was so
That
good.
is so my nephew though.
Yeah.
100%. Anytime he does stuff like that, he's like, "Let's go!" And
Yeah.
he's 7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's so real. It's funny. And then when it's so sad.
they're crossing the field after they talk.
Yes. And then he says, "Is this what it feels like to have a dad?" Like he stops. And I'm like, and he handles it so well and just goes, "I don't know, I never had one either. Like we're in this together."
Which, like, also devastating on both sides. I don't know.
Again, he
I
could have
cried
knelt down
here.
and been like, "I don't know, but I'm your new daddy
Yeah.
now." Like,
If you want to call me dad, that's okay.
yeah, like something
Like, could have made it
cheesy
weird or like, also, as me, if I'm a single mom and this guy that I've known for 2 weeks starts telling my child to call him dad, I'm going to be like, okay.
Yeah, he just handles it very well. And
So well.
then they go to have get pizza.
Yeah, they're on their way there, ordering pizza. Everybody's having a really good time. And Beckett's like imagining it'd be so easy for me just to like reach over and hold her hand. And we're just like a real family. And then they get to the pizza place. I don't know why, but I was 100% picturing the Pizza Hut in our local town. I don't know. That's the parking lot that pulled for me.
The Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut
Okay.
parking lot.
I was not picturing that, but okay.
I don't know what it is. That's just immediately where my brain went. And I was picturing them, you know how it's obviously like you enter this way? I was picturing Jeff's parents show up, them walking from the back corner, and they were parked right in front of the doors.
Okay.
I'm setting the scene for you.
I see it. Yeah, so then Jeff's parents show up and Havoc's flipping out.
Yeah, because she knows a bad vibe when she sees one.
Yeah, good for her.
And they're like, Ella is like, no, like you don't get to talk to them this way.
Because
You
they
don't
start
get to
just approaching the kids.
And this is the first time they've ever seen the twins in real life, and they're 5. And Ella's tweaking out, and Havoc's going insane. And then he walks over there and is like, get lost.
Yeah.
Get lost.
Ugh.
And then Jeff's dad goes, they're not your kids. They're not yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so pissed. I was so pissed off.
Fucking Jeff. Jeff's parents.
Jeff.
I
And that's
I got so turned on when he was like sticking up for him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, get him, Beckett.
Get him.
Get him.
You turn over. Hey, Colton, wake up.
Just suddenly
Can we go
feeling
to the
in
Pizza Hut parking lot? I have an idea.
I'm recreating the scene.
I'll put on a gray wig and walk from the corner for you guys. You can bring Pookie as your guard dog.
All right. You lost me. You lost me.
At Pookie.
No, you in the gray wig. Just not doing it for me.
Anyways.
And she's kind of quiet on the way home and whatever. And then they talk about the ex combo, and he gets the full story. And it's super, like, sad.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. We don't need to divulge too much into that, but he's a piece of shit. We knew that.
We were already there.
And then they are kind of like, she falls asleep on the, like, oh, no. So then they kind of, like, almost have sex.
Yeah, it's like, and it's really sad because she's like trying to leave. He's trying to leave and like be respectful, and she kind of gets self-doubt, and she goes, oh, I get it. Like, you don't want me, yada yada. And then he presses his hard dick up against her.
He's like, I want you.
I want you.
Well, he like puts her hands above her head.
Yeah, he
like
gets her into position.
Quick. And then he's like, I'm not quick in other areas, though, so...
This is my third pipe.
Yeah. So, I don't know, it was kind of interesting there, because then she's like, the whole time, she's like, you don't want me, and she got, like, really, like, upset.
Yeah. And I think that that's probably just going back to, at the start of the last chapter, she was feeling insecure against Haley.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also Maggie in this chapter. And all these horrible people.
Mm-hmm. And they, like, he just says, like, I want to do it right. Like, I don't get a second chance.
Which just was so, like, oh, I just love this because he's like, every time I've done something, I've never been in a relationship for more than a month because I rush for what I think I'm not going to have later, and I'm not doing that with you. And it was just like, oh.
I know.
Oh.
And then and I like, too, when she's like, okay, like, now we're going to watch a movie because if you leave, then it's going to be awkward.
Yeah.
We're going to get through this awkwardness.
And then they cuddle and they fall asleep together, and it's very cute.
And then...
They get woken up by small pitter-patters of feet.
Yeah, so then Colt wakes up and he's like, Macy has a fever and she's burning up.
Yeah, she's on fire.
And we get to dumb chapter 13. And Ella, we get letter 13. And he just really is listening to her. He's like, just hold on. Like, your brother is heading home as soon as possible.
Yes. Oh,
yeah, in
thanks
a
for
fucking
setting
body
that up.
bag. Like, Jesus. So
Not
sad.
funny, but like it's so real. You're reading these letters and you go, "You're a liar."
Yeah, literally,
You're a
I'm
liar.
personally attacked. Personally attacked.
I already know where this is going.
Yeah, so shut up. Then they're racing to the ER.
She has an attempt of 105.
Colt's feeling like so sad, and he's like, "It should be me."
That scene ripped me to shreds.
He's like, they're like two sweetest kids ever.
It should be me. She shouldn't have come to my soccer game. It's my fault.
Oh my gosh.
And like, can you imagine how that feels when you're 5 and you don't understand shit like that?
No.
He's 6 now, but still.
And so we find out that her pick is infected, and then
Yes.
of course, like, Ella's like, I've done everything right.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's horrible.
And they're talking about how she's going into sepsis.
Yeah, so she's got this infection in her blood. And I like how she's talking to Becca and she's saying, I'm scared. And he's like, I know. And then she said something else, like, this whole thing just really sucks. And he's like, yeah, it is. Like, he's not, she says, I can be brutally honest with him because he's never trying to placate me. Like,
That
he's
or
never
like fix this. Like, it sucks, but like, we're going to try this, and this.
Yeah.
He's just there to listen and be like a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, and he's not like, no, she'll push through. Like, this is, you got it. Like, he's kind of, like, he does when he needs to, but like, he also just
He's
is
like,
there.
this sucks.
Yeah.
What else are we supposed to do except this sucks?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a talk about Beckett tells her that they're talking about how they're one soul split between two bodies. And then that Colt heard her crying in his dream. And that's when he went to check on her.
It's horrible. It's horrible. And I totally believe in that shit.
Oh,
like,
the twins
that
thing
shit
is so
happens.
real.
Yeah.
Twins are like creepy like that, but also so
I feel like they're less creepy when it's a boy and a girl.
Why is it scary? I guess I always think of that picture of the two little girls with them both holding hands.
Yes.
I know the answer to this. Have you ever seen Sinister?
No.
Okay.
No.
I wouldn't recommend. It's got twins in it.
Exactly. When she says, like, I don't want to bury my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, she's finally voicing, she can only voice these things to him.
She hasn't admitted the fact that, like, Maisie could actually die from this.
And then on 176, I really appreciated the combo where she's like, were you mad when Ryan died? And he's like, I was furious. And she's like, at God? And he's like, at everyone, at the government, at me, at our group, like, everything. And then she says, well, like, how'd you get over it? And he's like, what makes you think I'm over it? Like, I think just because certain people don't show their emotions, like, doesn't mean...
Not everybody grieves the same.
Yeah,
so just because you think that that's what you're going to look like when you're over it, which, I mean, if you ask me, I have yet to get over grief.
Yeah.
So... I don't think that it's something you get over.
Well, yeah, and I just like that again. She was trying to, like, it seems like she's just chalking him up to be this person that he's not.
Putting him in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's nice to have those walls kind of fall down and, like, I don't know,
I
have him be heard
100%,
about that.
I 100% agree, because then she's getting more insight to the kind of person he is, because again, she doesn't know him.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know anything about this man.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of get to talking about this thing that is potential to save Maisie because stuff's not working.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? IMIDG?
MIBG,
That was
yes.
close.
You're close. It rhymes, so same. It's very expensive.
This actually cracked me up when she was talking about the only way to afford it was stripping online for singlecancermoms.com.
I know, and he's like, that's not funny. And she's like, I'm literally like...
She's like, I'm not fucking joking.
Yeah. Like...
I wonder if you looked up singlecancermoms.com.
Stop. I don't... No. No.
Do you think that it would
I
be
don't need to
stripping,
get
or do you think that it would actually be single moms with cancer? I don't know if I believe in
I
our
will
world
never
enough.
look it up, so somebody else will have to write
what
in
are
and
you
tell
guys?
us.
Cassie? Cassie?
We know she's our avid listener.
Uh,
Yeah, and so it's just Beck finds out about this money situation, and
Yeah.
he's like distraught about it because it's costing literally like 200,000, half a mil,
it was
like insane numbers.
600,000 just for two things.
Mhm.
That's not her own treatment. That's the two things that's on the docket right now to get done.
And on top of everything else, and it's just bad.
And like he's been saving his money for 10 years, but 10 years of work isn't gonna make you $500,000 in the army, I would assume.
No. And then when he's like, I'm gonna stay with Maisie so you don't miss Colton or Colt's graduation.
It was so sweet when he's like, well, you have to get going. And she's like, for what? Like, he's just helping her keep the balance, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, again, probably so refreshing for her. And also, like, so... And Maisie's like, I want you to go. Like, you can't miss this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then she says, I was so in love with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would be, too. Because...
Again, I would have taken him in the bathroom at the school.
Yeah,
So,
long before that. I would have, like, the
when
shirt
we found
off.
him shirtless.
Yeah.
The second day you met him. Yeah.
When he said, whoa, and grabbed my arms.
He'd been there for 7 hours, not even. And Liv's like, yeah, get in the back of the car. Get in the back of the car. This is a hostage situation. And you're the hostage.
No, it's me. But you do it to me.
Colton, are you listening?
Yeah. No. It's like that TikTok didn't you send that to me and Cassie where it was like, men literally have a manuscript.
Yes, to yearning.
Yeah, to yearning.
These men have millions of manuscripts about yearning, and nobody
and
does
still
it right.
Can't get it right.
Oh, my husband looks at me and goes,
Want to do it?
yeah. I could grab some boob. Oh.
Look at me with your yearning eyes, you dummy. Anyways,
Moving on.
Chapter 14 is Beckett. We get letter number 20, and it's about how, like, Ryan's gonna build Colt a treehouse.
Yes,
when he
because
gets
she
back.
definitely can't do it.
And there's, like, talking about the holidays and looking forward to meeting him the most in the new year.
Yes. And her being like, I hope this isn't, like, too much, but, like, you're what I'm looking forward to. And then he's at the hospital with Maisie.
And they have this cute little hospital graduation that he makes for her.
Yeah.
Gosh,
And he
dang
says-
it.
She says, don't tell Mom I'm sad. Well, I'm sad now, Maisie.
Yeah. When she says, am I going to die?
Stop.
And he says, not on my watch. Like, literally, what the actual fuck do you say to that?
Am I
like,
gonna
honestly,
die?
what would you say?
Am I gonna die? Mom won't tell me.
What would you say? I'm honestly curious. Like, if Hudson was, like, sad and is like,
I
am
would just
going
start
to die?
crying. I'm gonna start crying right now for fictional characters.
Like, next chapter, she gets, like, upset about this.
Yes.
Like, part of me is like, what did you expect him to do? Like,
Say, yeah, you've actually got a 10% chance. Odds aren't looking very good for you, girlfriend.
or like, even if like, well, that's something you and your mom need to discuss.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid, that's gonna make me feel like, okay, well, you told me without telling me.
Yeah, you told me that I'm
So
gonna
now
die.
I feel worse.
And that I need to hear it from somebody that I trust more than you.
Yeah. So
I'm right there with you. I don't know what I would have said.
I think he just handled it as best as he could.
Yeah, and then we also get some more backstory into Ryan's death in this chapter, which I did not like. It
About
was horrible.
How he basically
Talking
was
to-
taken as a
Yeah,
hostage.
he was taken as a hostage, and he was found stripped and shot in the back of the head.
And tortured. Like,
Yeah.
lots of torture.
It was horrible, and that he found him, and he still pictures his, like, limp wrist when he picked him up, and it just...
Horrible. Yeah. And then, anyway, so he's going to work, and there's this missing hiker, and he's like, please don't be a kid. Please don't be a kid.
Yes.
Which, now that you brought up the kid killer thing, I'm like, oh, shit.
I don't know what that is, but I'm like... I can't do it.
I can't do it either.
I'm so tired.
I just love how he's low-key an ass to everyone else. Like, when
But
he's like...
I love the grumpy but sunshine for you trope.
Yes.
I love it.
When he's all like, all right, when you're done with your pecking order, can we actually fucking do this? Because everyone's taking forever trying to figure out. Like, I love how he's an asshole.
My first grumpy sunshine couple always is Nick Miller and Jessica Day.
I love those two. They're great. That's like the perfect.
It is. That's what I want my tropes to be. Nick Miller and Jessica Day. I want to read the Pepperwood Chronicles.
Have you ever... Oh, no. Okay, never mind.
What?
I was going to ask you if you've ever read Culty, but you haven't read a romance.
No.
It's a Mariana Zapata or something.
Sure.
I read some of her series. They were okay, but there was this I'm getting way off topic. But anyways, there was a Grumpy Sunshine. It's called Culty, and it was not good.
Okay, so it's on the do not
I
recommend
mean, it was
list.
fine. I don't know.
We're moving on.
I need to have a conversation with someone who's read the book. Anyways. So yeah, then this Mark guy is all protective of Ella.
Yeah, and this was like weird to me at first, but it actually got pretty wholesome, and I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, so
I didn't know where it was gonna go.
I didn't either. It's like, so I saw you walking around with Ella downtown, and he's
I thought
like,
he was gonna like hit on.
I did too,
Like
like,
say
be like,
she's mine.
yeah, or can you set me up with her? Put in a good word for a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like checking in on her. Basically, just like he was trying to be a big brother, essentially, and like she has a lot going on. She doesn't need some wishy-washy man.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it was honestly like pretty decent, and this was really good for Ryan because I feel like Beckett, because I felt like he was like finally kind of opening up to a person as well.
Someone else.
Yes.
Outside of the circle. Yeah, that's true.
Because he finally was just like at the end of it was like, because what was his name? Mark?
I think it's Mark.
Makes a comment about how her brother died 6 months ago and her child has cancer, so she's really in all this stuff. And they find the hiker, and then when they get to the end of it, when Beckett's getting into his car, he's like, Ryan died
5 months,
5 months, 6 days, and 9 hours ago. Like, I'm his best friend, and I'm here to take care of Ella. And Mark goes, good. Thank God.
Mm-hmm. And I love when he says, like Ella... Mark's like, oh, Ella really needs help. She needs someone to help her. And he goes, no, she can do it all on her own. And she can handle it all. But she, like, I just am not going to let her.
Yeah,
like,
she doesn't have to.
I like that he still, like, defends her.
Her capability of being on her own.
Like,
Because she can do it on her own.
He's not swooping in and being
No.
this hero. Like,
He's coming to be the assist, not, like, the hero of the story. He's coming to be the sidekick.
Because he could easily be like, yeah, like, I've been helping so much.
I'm a big, strong man. I'm here to step in.
And he's like, no. I felt like that was just very respectful. And, like, the fact that he says these things to people that he doesn't even know or care about, and she's not even around.
Yeah, like, because that means this is truly what he thinks.
Yeah. And then he proposes to her.
He says, marry me, Ella.
And I was like,
I saw it coming.
I did too, because I'm like, okay, what other solution would there be?
Yes, and I completely understand too military benefits and stuff. Like, I know that they've got really good benefits. So I was like, okay, this is where this is going. Especially when they started talking about the actual cost. I was like, he's just not paying out of pocket for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. In chapter 15 is Ella. We get letter 15. And
Yes.
he says, we lost someone today. And he kind of is talking about that. And then he says, I'm connected to someone I haven't laid eyes on or whatever. And he's talking about her. And then he's saying, like, tell me something real. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. These letters are just so good. I just
They're
love
so
them.
good. I love letters.
I just love when the font changes.
Yes, and it's italicized.
It just says, you know it's going to be
and
good.
you sit down and you go, like you're reading something real important.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
it's
you know
good.
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And she's just, like, pissed about this
This
marriage
is, like-
proposal.
I also am like, way to fumble the ball. Marry me, but not in a romantic way. Dude!
Well, I think he's trying not to scare her because he
No.
doesn't know how she feels.
I know, but I'm like, I'm just like, that's the most, you're doing all these sexy things and then you go, marry me, but like, not that way.
Yeah, I know. He's like trying to say it and he can't. And he says, I'm not good with people. So I think it's funny
Yes.
to actually see that part right now.
And then her being like, I don't, like, why am I mad that he doesn't want me in his
I know.
bed?
She's like, if my emotions could just like figure it out
Chill
here
out for a
because
second.
now I'm like sound like an idiot because I'm like, what? So you don't want me then?
Yeah. You only want to take care of my children?
And he's like, no. And it's just a mess. It's such a mess. And
it's just cracking me up. Her being like, well, now I'm crazy because I want to be in your bed and now I seem selfish because I don't want you to take care of my children.
yeah, I know.
And
I
just-
know. It's just such a mess.
And then she immediately goes to Etta. She's shoving cookies in her face, telling her about this. And Etta goes, I think an extremely handsome man offered you a way to save your daughter.
And that was literally my thoughts. I'm like,
was-
bitch, what are you talking about? Like, this is a package deal, man.
And that's such a mom thing. Just to be like sitting there baking cookies. And it's like she takes your hand and she goes, I'm going to say this to you slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I get it because at first I'm like, come on, like you can literally save your kid's life right now. But then when
time. Yeah.
But then I was kind of like put my practical side to the side and I was like, when she was talking about like, I want my next marriage to last forever. Like I
Yeah.
want it to be about love. And I'm like, I get that. She's put everyone else in front of like herself. And she's already done the marriage thing and got extremely fucked over. Like, I get not wanting to taint that marriage again. Like, she'll never be able to, like, marry.
She'd be in her third marriage if it's not him. Like, I get it.
And have to go through the divorce. Like, how she can afford that? She can't. You know what I mean? Like, so then I was sort of like, I kind of get it.
I was struggling at first because I'm like, they don't even have to tell the kids that they did this.
Yeah.
Like, you quite literally go to the courthouse, get married, get on the insurance. Like, the kids don't know that you're drowning in debt right now. So what's the difference if you're married and, like, the insurance is taken care of? But then, like you said, I took a step back and was looking at it for her. And I was like, I do get that.
Yeah, and when she was saying, like, it's about love for me. Like,
Yeah.
and it's about, I want it to be forever. Like, and so then I was like, all right.
I'll take a step back, even though he's sexy.
Yeah, fine. And then when they're fighting and he swears, and she's like, holy shit, you
swore.
never swear.
And he's like, oh.
And, like, I get it, too, because she's like, well, I don't want to hurt the kids, and I'm worried he's going to walk out. And, like, he did say he didn't do relationships long term. So, like, they're both so valid.
They are. And how, again, she doesn't know who this man is. Yes, he knows everything about her, and she does know everything about him, but she doesn't know that. I'm sorry, a man that got to my house 5 weeks ago, and, like, her being like, how am I supposed to trust you? Like, yeah, you're showing up for soccer, but showing up to be a dad is different.
And when he leaves, he's like, well, I'll be there for soccer tomorrow. And she's like,
Yeah.
what? He's like, well, I'm still going to prove it to you that I'm not leaving. And
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, yeah, Ada, she's like, I'm on Macy's side, and that looks a lot better when she's living. And Ella's like,
Okay.
yeah, you're fair. And I just,
And
she
then-
just gives such real things when she said, stop convicting him of other people's crimes.
Yes.
Like, you don't know him.
Even though he is doing it.
I mean,
But they don't know that.
Doing what? He's not leaving, though.
No, but he's lying, and he didn't sign the discharge papers. yes, that's working for us in our favor, but I'm scared it's going to come back and bite us in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes over and she's in a little sundress.
Yeah, that she puts on specifically
On
to get his
purpose.
attention, which I thought was hilarious.
It's so good. And her
Yeah.
being like, yeah, this was a good idea.
Yeah.
I was smart for this one.
Yeah, I'm like, get it, girl, get it.
And-
And then they go to dinner and they have, she
Mark.
proposes an adoption.
Yes, and Mark is there because he's a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And he does the hiking trail things as
side
a
thing.
volunteer.
Yeah.
So she proposes adoption because it removes her baggage with marriage and makes it solely about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also like so many good ways where like this isn't necessarily going to bite her in the ass, where it's like she has sole custody, but they have to talk together about making decisions.
So literally, like, the only thing that she's losing is, like, sole decision rights.
Yes.
And he's okay with, like, all of that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, like, my thought was, like, I wonder if that will come back around. Like, do you think there's ever going to be a point where they're going to disagree on
It
a
gets
sole
like thrown in your
decision?
face kind of thing. I don't think so. If it is, it would have to be insane.
Yeah. I
Like-
just was curious.
Worst case scenario, part of me is like Maisie gets to a point that it's not worth trying things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, we have to keep pushing. No, we have to keep pushing. And he does the whole like, no, like we need to be done and we need to enjoy her last
Mm-hmm.
however long.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I see it getting thrown back in, because anything else doesn't feel like his character.
Yeah. And then he's kind of hurt because she doesn't want to tell the kids.
Yeah. Which, like, I'm also like, I get it still.
Mm-hmm.
You've been here 4 or 5 weeks, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you.
Mm-hmm. And he's, like, understanding, but
Yeah.
he still, like, has feelings about it.
Yeah. And then we find out that.
But I think he has more feelings, like, you still don't trust me. Like,
Which
you
is-
still think I'm going to
yes.
walk away. Like, it's not fair.
Yeah. And I get it, but also, as a mom,
Mm-hmm.
I also get being like,
Well, he's already around doing all the things.
No, I know, but-
what is that different?
but
What's
telling the
difference?
kids that they're being adopted is a lot different than him taking Colt to soccer practice and hanging out with Maisie.
Yeah.
Not, here's your new daddy. You
Yeah.
can be my new daddy, but not theirs.
Yeah.
But then we find out that they need to get Jeff's signature to do the adoption.
And he's like, I'll handle it. And I was like, okay, I'm here for you
I
again.
said, "What's
Let's go to the Pizza Hut parking lot after this whole shindig. That's chapter 16 is Beckett again. We get letter 15. And they're talking about, like, how someone's so closed. She's talking about how someone who is so closed off is really good at connecting.
Mhm.
Like, she's like, you don't feel like you're closed off
Yeah.
with me. But that's how it is. Like, it's literally just with her, though.
Yeah.
And certain people.
100%, which makes sense. I feel like it makes sense that he had a really easy time opening up to his best friend's sister, because there was already like a connection there. It wasn't just some random person.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I mean, Ella's just Ella and made it easy for them. So, love it. Love being it.
Mm-hmm. And anyways, he goes and he gets this check.
Yeah, well, he goes and Jeff says some shit. Pisses me off.
I love how, so he went and spent all this money on a suit.
On a tailored suit.
And everything, so he's like looking all good.
Yeah.
And he gets to this office, he's like playing the part, and then he's like calls him out
Yeah, he goes,
immediately.
it must be nice to have a silver spoon.
Yeah.
And Jeff goes, excuse me?
Yeah.
And then he tells him that he wants to adopt the kids, and he goes, well, what do I get?
Like, this is a transaction.
What do you mean, what do you get?
And then he's like, what made him say about, like, I know they're my kids, I was the one fucking her a million
Yeah, we
times in that
fucked
first
enough
month.
times in the 2 months we were married.
Mm-hmm.
So old tradition of a Telluride, just waiting for the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just dragging her through the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, I was just like so pissed off. And then, yeah, he goes, now take out your checkbook. Because he signed the adoption papers.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was talking about how he was
Because he drops the bomb about how, like, okay, well, you want to have, like, responsibility? Maisie has cancer, and this
Yeah.
is how much her treatments are.
And your
like,
dad just threw her out of the office last time she was here.
Yeah.
So then he signs all this and he says, now get your checkbook. And he goes, well, I'm not paying you. And he goes, oh, well, now I have a signed piece of paper that says that you're throwing your child with cancer out of the door.
Mm-hmm.
So then he...
Like, I'll tell your politician girlfriend, and this ain't
Yeah.
gonna look good, buddy.
Mm-mm. and it's so good. And then he gets back to the house and gives Ella the papers, and then hands her the check, and it's $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of when, and like this is another one that's like so good for him. He's like, I want you to have a choice. I don't have to adopt the kids, so now I'm not cornering you.
Mm-hmm.
You have this $500,000, or you have my insurance. You do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, no matter what.
And he also says, like, I remember, he's such a good listener. He's like, I remember when you said to hit him where it hurts is in his,
his money.
yeah, his checkbook. So here you are.
Oh, it was so good.
And she says, I choose you, and now I'm free. We're free.
Yes. So now we're potentially heading down the road to romance.
Romance. I feel like that's already very much romance.
No, you know what I mean. Sexy time.
Oh, you're excited for the sexy time.
I don't think that they're going to have sex until he tells the truth. Because I think he knows that if he doesn't tell the truth before they have sex.
They're definitely going to have sex before he tells the truth.
You think so? Okay.
Yes. That's my prediction.
That's okay. So we're on other sides of the line.
Do we think she's going to die, Sam?
Maisie?
Have you looked ahead?
Hell no. I'm not. We said this last time with our game.
I know, I'm not.
I'm not a look-aheader.
It will ruin it for me, but I'm scared. I feel like she is going to.
I think she's going to die.
Because Rebecca just fucks us all the time.
She does. Not in a good way.
I mean, Fourth Wing, she just did not care.
It's my honor.
Onyx Storm also did not care.
Got me.
Did anyone die in Iron
Yes.
Flame?
Not Iron Flame. Not Iron Flame.
Yeah, I know. I think she let us have a little break, a little reprieve there, I think.
Didn't it's been my honor die in Iron
that was
Flame?
first one. First book.
I'm just saying lines. I'm not outing.
It's been my honor.
Because third,
Yeah, potential spoilers here, people.
third it's been a good friendship. Bare minimum, that's who died.
Mm-hmm. That was like a feel, yeah.
I don't think anybody. We're probably wrong. Someone had to have died. No, that was also.
No, I don't think. I think Iron Flame, we were
I
good.
think we escaped the death. Barely.
Yeah. Oh wait, didn't the mom die?
No, that's an
Yeah.
Onyx Storm.
No, that's Iron Flame. Okay, we'll discuss after. We'll discuss after. Let's play the game. I think it's is it your turn? No, it's your turn to
If
pull.
I announce, you pull.
Okay, you just be in charge then.
I will be.
Good, I like it. Oh, this is very fitting. There will probably be spoilers for this one. It's which character's death hit you the hardest?
My God.
That was very fitting.
Oh, there's so many. I just finished Throne of Glass. 13.
Yeah, the 13 was rough.
But also Gabrielle and Sam.
Sam was
Sam
tough.
was horrible. But for branching out.
Yeah, Sam was really tough for me.
Sam was horrible. Like, I already knew he was dead when I read the book.
Because of the way it happened. And, watching her just suffer. I mean, that's just
That's her. That's the entire series is her suffering.
It's just got me.
It is. Sam was horrible.
Liam was tough, too.
Liam was tough, but Liam was no Sam.
No. I'm just saying for branching out.
For branching out, I agree. I'm trying to think.
I think Liam was tough.
Quinn was rough for me in Fourth Wing. I think that was probably one of my harder takes.
Mm-hmm.
But top, it has to be the 13. It has to be. I've listened to that scene 4 times, and I sob every single time.
That one's bad.
Because so many people die, and Manon is just left. Live, Manon? I'm getting goosebumps right now.
Abraxos.
And his mate.
It's even sadder because it never actually gets talked about.
I just finished it, and he's just standing there looking at the blasted battlefield.
They never actually talk about it.
No, because Manon is just she has to be strong and has to move on from it, and she's just left.
Mm-hmm.
Live, Manon? Take our people home? No.
It's sad.
It's horrible. And Gabrielle, is finally getting acceptance from the son he wants. Close the gate, Adian. And he runs, and Gideon's saying he could have stayed. He could have stayed.
Fucking Adian.
Sarah J. Maas.
Adian.
Oh, but Adian can suck a dick. Adian makes me so mad. He's my least favorite male character from Throne of
Should
Glass.
we do an ACOTAR reread before ACOTAR 6 and 7
I think
come
so.
out? Like, for the podcast?
Yeah, I think so. Anybody die in ACOTAR?
You know what? It didn't really hit me the hardest, but another death that was hard was, like, not hard, but just, like, was Plated Prisoner when both, I'm blanking on their names, when the couple goes out together.
No, Sail.
And Sail was
Oh.
rough.
That one was probably one of my rougher outside
Because
of Sarah
that was
J. Maas.
the way, we didn't even connect to him very much because he was only in the first book. But
But
the
he was
way he died and the way he was so disrespected after he was dead.
Yeah, and he was Arin's first friend.
Oh god, that one was rough.
That was horrible.
But what was the Ice Queen's name and then the
Melinda?
assassin? Melinda, and then what was the assassin's name? Because we didn't find it out till later.
I don't remember.
But those two, like, it didn't really hit me that hard, but it was also like, I couldn't believe that they both died.
I was gonna say that was a shocking.
It was
death for
yeah,
me.
it was like more of a surprise. So maybe it did hit me kind of hard because I was like, whoa.
I kept waiting for them to come back.
Yeah, like, and then it
A
was
lot
just,
of people died in that series.
Yeah, so I kept coming back to like a couple of those too. Those
Yeah.
were,
Sail was. I forgot about him. That one was very hard for me. I did not like that
it was
one
hard
at all.
to read.
It was hard
Anyways,
to read.
So lots of spoilers there.
If we're playing this game, it's usually got spoilers.
Well, yeah, I mean, how do you not? That one person in that one series.
With the one thing
Yeah, who said the one thing?
we both really liked.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna finish this book up
yeah.
for our next episode, and then
We're still hemming and hawing about what we're going to be reading next, but we should know by next episode what we are.
I heard Binding 13 is sad, so that's why I'm like, if this book really, really like just fucks me up, I'm gonna need to go back to something a little bit more lighthearted.
We're going to need just a touch lighter after Alchemized and this.
Yeah, I will go into depressive mode.
I don't care if the sun's out, my
But
seasonal depression.
this is what I needed.
Yeah.
Like, I missed having a book that I was excited to pick up at night.
I feel like this is really cleansing for me in fantasy
Yes.
and reading.
Because fantasy for me was getting a little like eye roll. I think I was a little too harsh on the
I
duology,
struggle bust on those books. So you were not alone. But yeah, so we're going to finish this bad girl out, and next week we should know what we're reading next.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll
You'll see.
see.
Maybe it'll be a surprise.
Yeah. To everyone. Well, thank you for following, liking, subscribing, supporting us in every way, and thank you for listening. We will catch you next Wednesday.
Yeah.